Here's a challenge for this morning. I got to get that new door to replace that old door into the skid steer. I'm not sure what happened to the original door. All I know is that whenever I test drove the machine and got in it, this door wouldn't stay up and it wouldn't close. After having the new one and comparing the two, something weird happened here at the bottom of the glass. It looked like they almost shimmed it out and then replaced the glass. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but that bottom is all kind of janky. So there are a couple bad parts. The little bumper here is chewed up. This one's missing right there. So I have all the brand new parts. These are actually the door closures for the side windows. So I needed 2 of those, so I got that. These are the locks on the left and the right hand side, and here are the pins for the lock. That's one. This is the bigger lock. That's the spring for the lock. That spring was $22. Never again. And then there's the actual left hand and right hand numbers. And these are very important. At least for me they are. This is the striker. So I believe that's the one that goes in the back of the machine. And then these are just the striker pins that would go at the front. There's the number for that. So there's the striker in the back. Right there you can see how completely worn out that thing is. Look at that. That striker on that side. And then the pins on the front are right there. This one's not too bad. The other one's a little worn away. Alright, striker bolt's 12 mil. Look at how worn away that is. Look at that. Now, what do you suppose? Oh, that was easy. Again, 12 mil. Okay, front strikers are done. What's next? That's the lock. What is this? Oh, the corners. So the bracket rollers. So we'll do that with the bushings, with the rollers. All right, according to Kubota, when you're sitting inside the skid steer, the left side would be on your left and the right side would be on your right, as opposed to looking at the tractor from the outside. So these are the bolts from the... After looking at it, the rollers have to go on now before the door goes in. So this is the track where the rollers ride all the way up. And what has to happen is you bring the door in and you tilt it at an angle, set one side in and then put the other side in, and then you can lift the door up and then put the two bolts in right here. Put the two bolts in, both of those arms, one there and one there. Oh. That was brutal. That was brutal. These two bolts right here, getting those in, man. Whew. That's a workout. So the only other connection here that needs to be made is for the windshield wiper. So you can pop this thing right off and then stick that connection. There's a little cutout right there for it. But we need to adjust a little bit for the striker on the rear to get those things to work. So I'll tinker with that and see if I can get it figured out. For the rollers, it was a little bit difficult to pull the window up. So for the rollers, what I did was I unloosened all 6 bolts, 3 on each side, and then just a little bit. And then I rolled the door up and it went up without any problem. So what I did is I'm just going to keep the door in this position and I'll go ahead and tighten up all these bolts. That way they should be happy in the spot that they're tightened, unlike on the floor where I just tighten them up willy-nilly. There's not a whole lot of play in the slots for those bolts, but it's probably just enough to allow it room to find its happy spot. So that moves up and down real nice now. That's beautiful. And I think the adjustment that's necessary for the back strikers is these little rubber pads seem to be a little bit tight. So I think if I loosen those up a little bit, it'll allow the door to engage this piece a little bit better, not so tightly, thus allowing the door latches to latch on the little striker here. Or I might have to drop these down a little bit because there is some adjustment to drop the striker down. So we'll see which one works. Well, that's as good as it's going to get. I have to push a little bit. Whenever I pull the window up, I have to push on the left-hand side a little bit to get it to click into place. But I'm happy with that. I have a door and it works for the most part. So we'll go ahead and get the old windshield wiper hooked up. I think it's right there. Right there it is. Let's try this another way. Seriously, dog. What the heck, is that a different pin? What is that? Oh my goodness, there we go. Okay, there. Oh my goodness. Whew. So that's that. Now, I think that one goes in there. I think that's it. Other than cleaning the window itself. So the only thing left to do is to give it a test. Not forget about our locks, so we will do I think the right hand. Yeah, we'll do the right hand lock because it looks like that lock on this machine had fallen off or had become inoperable a long time ago, because the hole where this lock engages is perfectly, it looks brand new. And the other one looks very, very, very worn away. So before we go too far, you know that this thing is going to vibrate loose. then you have to spend all that money all over again for this assembly. So I'm going to take care of it right now. This is what I was talking about. Nice new hole. Bam, look at that one, all honed out. Bam! There you go. Locked in place. This one's on order. When it comes in, we'll get it installed. Alright, so that little project is a wrap. I'm happy to have my door. I will stay hot and cool. Oh, okay. That's why they have the locks on it, huh? Probably. Anyway, so that's done. I am very, very happy to have that on there. And I got my little door latch. Got my little door latch on. Or the window latch, rather. So, I'm thinking it's time to do something fun. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. No damage. Whew, got lucky on that one. All right, good. Good. No harm, no foul. And the tree is down. Gone. Man, we should have done that whenever we were clearing this property out. But for some reason, my wife and I wanted to leave 2 big trees right there. Not sure why we did that, but we'll know better if there's ever a next time. But it does look a whole lot better to have all those 2 trees out. Once those green giants grow up, we'll have a nice barrier from the road, and that'll be cool. And the skid steer door worked beautifully. Worked like a charm. No rattling, like virtually next to no rattling, maybe 1 or 2 little rattles here and there, but man, it is nice and cozy inside that cab. I am just tickled pink with the way that all turned out. I wish my cat excavator window was like that too, but that front window, man, that thing rattles like a marble in a can, in a tin can. That thing is horrible. It rattles so much that the noise will irritate me to the point where I feel nauseous. If there's one thing I would change about that excavator, it would be that front window, because that thing is horrible, open or closed, either way. But so far, the Kubota, she's good. So that'll do it for this video.